Hi everyone and welcome to this new video. In the video of today we will see a game between Heinrich Wolf with the white pieces and Alexander Alekhine with the black pieces. This game was played in Karlsbad in the Czech Republic in 1923. So we have e4, Alekhine goes for e5, then we have knight f3, knight c6, knight c3, developing the second knight, and knight f6, the four knights game. Then Wolf goes for bishop b5, developing this bishop and attacking the knight. And Alekhine played knight to d4, attacking both the bishop and this knight on f3. White captures on d4. Of course, black captures back, and then white played knight d5. Alekhine captures, and Wolf captures back on d5. Here black goes for queen f6, white castles, and then Alekhine played bishop e7, allowing now castle kingside. Wolf goes for f4, and Alekhine castles. Then white played queen f3, controlling the pawn on d5, and black goes for c5. Here white goes for b3, and black played d6. Here white played bishop b2, and white and black goes for bishop f5, attacking the pawn on c2, and white played rook a1. Now black played bishop d8, and white goes for bishop d3, attacking the bishop on f5. Here black played bishop a5, attacking the pawn on d2, and white played rook e2 to defend this pawn. Black goes for rook a8, and white played g3, supporting the pawn on f4. We have bishop captures on d3, white captures back, and then rook captures on e2. White captures back the rook with the queen, and black played queen f5, now attacking this pawn, and white goes for f2, even if from this position white should have played, for example, queen e4, defending the pawn on d5, and if the queen captures, white will have captured back. Anyway, white goes for rook f2, and Alekhine captures the pawn on d5. And here Wolf goes for queen e4, and Alekhine, instead of trading the queens, played queen e6. White goes for f5, attacking the queen, and black played queen e5. White captures the queen on e5, and black captures back. Then we have king g2 and f6, supporting this pawn on e5. Then white played f3, and black goes back with the bishop by playing bishop d8 to defend the pawn on f6. Here we have king e4, bishop e7, and rook f1. Black goes now for rook d8. Now we have rook c1 and a5. White goes for g4, king f7, and bishop e3, attacking this pawn with the bishop and the rook. To protect the pawn on c5, Alekhine played b6, and Wolf goes for h4. Alekhine played g6, and white played rook f1, defending the pawn on f5. Black played now h5, and here Wolf captured on g6 with check. Black captures back, and white captures with check on h5. And for now we have rook g1, then black goes for king e6, h6 for white, and Alekhine goes for rook h8, rook now g6 to defend the pawn on h6. But after bishop to f8, Wolf decides to resign, because black is in advantage. We can see that white has this doubled pawn, and in any case, for disadvantage of Alekhine, white decides to resign, and the game ended after 36 moves.